For most students, summer is a break from the classroom. For a select group of class 11 students from across India, it became an opportunity to step into research laboratories, work with leading scientists and explore questions at the frontiers of science. The second edition of RSI-India, hosted by the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru in collaboration with the Center for Excellence in Education, has come to a close after 6 weeks of intensive research and mentorship. Here's a report by Diksha Bisla.
What happens when you bring together some of India's brightest 16, 17-year-olds and give them the kind of research environment which was usually reserved until university or until recently only found abroad? Well, that is exactly what's unfolding at the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru as part of the RSI initiative in collaboration with CEE. A select group of class 11 students from across India spend their summers not preparing for exams, rather working alongside some of the finest scientists, researchers and mentors. And today, as they present their final papers, they are not bringing the summer program to a close. They are indeed taking what could be their first steps into the world of scientific research.
The model system we've selected includes
when you talk about nation building, people talk about roads, factories, manufacturing units, airports. Those are all important. That's infrastructure for the company. However, I feel the biggest infrastructure is investing in human capital, and that should begin very early in the game. And that is where RSI India comes into picture. We are putting the foundation for the young scholars and researchers from India.
I think what brings all of us students here, in fact, what brings the entire IISc together is the spirit of asking cool questions and, running experiments, failing, learning again, all in the hope of advancing science and, doing something to improve the way that we live or explore in this world, right? I think that is what really unites all of us records, as we call them.
Well, it's not often that you get 3 batches of RSI under one roof. Today, we have with us Dr. Amy Silman, who was part of the very first cohort back in 1984. Kirtana attended in 2019 and Tanvi in 2020. Now, the way we talk about science has changed. The program itself has evolved, but what do you guys think has stayed constant throughout?
Yeah, as someone who was here in 2020, I think the world has changed a lot since then, but what stays constant in science is the spirit of innovation and learning how to pivot and address challenges as they come up and to communicate what you found with the world.
The world was very different in 1984 when I went. We were just beginning to have graphical user interface computers, but what I noticed is the friendships forming, and that's what I remember from my days at RSI, all the other students that I met who had the same love and passion for science that I did, and I see that here right now, and I think that's going to be constant no matter what year of RSI it is.
IISc is known for science research, and everyone thinks that all are scientists here. And we feel that like these students, they already started thinking like a scientist after coming here. In these 6 weeks, we can see that actually they can put a hypothesis, they can have a research problem, and they can solve it. Actually, they have that passion actually. So yeah, they got that exposure.
I think it's high time we actually take fundamental sciences from this closed door to public. And I think this program will aim to tell the world that we are also ready to do fundamental science as the West is doing. I think we are at very good position right now.